Well, apparently discussing Mamata Banerjee's political strategies was the talk of the town. Okay, so this is not a party where we drink and then eventually pass out. No, let's keep arguing. Hi there. So I'm a pretty socially awkward and weird person. I know you can't tell with my spontaneously vivacious personality on camera. But the thing is, if you put me in a room full of people, I'm most likely going to bottle up. That's when I sit back and observe people. And moving around so much, I've managed to observe a whole lot. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the differences when it comes to social customs and mannerisms in the West versus the East. In the Western culture, hugs are generally expected. You go around hugging everyone. From your neighbor, to your teacher, to your dentist, to your gynecologist, the list goes on. Over there, some form of physical contact is almost a norm when it comes to greeting somebody. I know I'm pretty awesome and mature and pretty amazing now, but as a young, naive, scared Indian girl growing up in the States, I used to get anxiety as to how much physical contact is too much physical contact. So awkward hugs became my biggest irrational fear. Hey girl, how are you? Give me a hug! Hey Ashley, how are you? How are you? What are you doing? Bye. In India, giving hugs is really not that common, or too much of physical contact for that matter. If you're greeting an adult, namaste is usually good enough. If it's someone of the same age as you, then a smile, a nod, or a wave is simply enough. If it's someone of the opposite gender, in some regions, hugs are not appropriate whatsoever. It's the awkward handshake. That's the way to go. Westerners, especially Americans, are generally very warm, cordial when they're meeting you for the first time, but they never let you get too close or too personal. So you have to master the small talk. How are you? How's your dog doing? Hi! Oh my god, did the surgery go okay? Hey, how are you? Did you try the new lasagna recipe yet? The conversation may go as into depth as cooking the lasagna at just the right temperature. Now here in India, small talk is never the way to go. The more you find out about your neighbor, the better it is. Also, we like to have intellectual conversations sometimes because you see, us Indians, we love to argue. I remember this one time I was at my first house party and we were chilling out, having a couple of beers, pizza, all of that. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just hear a full-fledged heated argument burst up in the middle of the room. And I'm sitting there thinking, what is going on? Well, apparently discussing Mamata Banerjee's political strategies was the talk of the town. Okay, so this is not a party where we drink and then eventually pass out. No, let's keep arguing. You see, here's the thing. Americans love being polite. It's not even forced. It comes out so naturally, like it's some sort of God-given talent. You know? A smile or a nod is expected almost everywhere and with everyone. But do not make direct eye contact with anyone on the streets. No siree, that's creeper mode. So, here in India, you can forget wishing anyone a good day or smiling at anyone, because if you can survive the entire day without pulling your hair out and passing out, you want to pat yourself on the back. You see, maneuvering through the crowded streets on a hot, sweaty day while simultaneously avoiding the death stares that you get from strangers, especially if you're a girl, is a major accomplishment. You've got to be on your guard when you're out in public in India. Socializing is not really much of an option. You just got to make sure that you don't hit that cow that's heading towards you. Look at least 20 times both ways before crossing the street. Wipe off all that sweat in places you didn't even know existed before you head into the shop. Bonus points if it's air conditioned. But the beauty of it is we somehow managed to make it all work. And that's the beauty of immersing yourself in so many different cultures, is that you get to learn so much. And for me, all of my moves so far has been an interesting learning. So I hope I haven't managed to offend too many of you. If I haven't and you're still here watching my video, I hope you do go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I make new videos every single Saturday, so stay tuned. That's it for now. Your Global Desi signing off. Until next time.